Everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. Now today I wanted to show you how I made the card that I shared as part of the Share It Sunday blog hop. This is such a pretty suite of products called Hello Irresistible that will be available for you to purchase starting March 1st. It's the first of what Stampin' Up! Is calling online exclusive, so you won't find these in the catalog, but you will find a selection of products, including this suite of products as on my online store. So check it out on March 1st because it is so pretty. This designer series paper is absolutely stunning. And I'm using this designer series paper for the star of the show because you can actually cut these flowers out of it as well as the leaves without much work. So let me switch over to my desktop and I'll show you how I made the card. So first of all, this is the Irresistible Blooms bundle. So it's stamps and dies. Now these are my favorite. These two dies cut out. I'll show you kind of strips of paper with little circles on them. They're just so pretty. And then you've got the stamps to cut out the flowers, both sizes, as well as the leaves, and then some separate leaves that you can cut out. And the stamps are some really pretty sentiments and fonts, including splatters. So if you love splatters like I do, then this is perfect. Okay, so this card is pretty simple because, as I said, we're using designer series paper for the star of the show. So I've got a piece of, Flirty Flamingo cardstock. Now I've cut this 4 inches by 5 1/4. No, sorry, 4 1/4 by 11 inches and scored at 5 1/2. So that one's already scored and folded. I've got a piece of Petal Pink. I love the combination of Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink together. So that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then this beautiful designer series paper that's got these same colors in, I'm going to use behind this. And what I'm going to do first is use that great circle die that I showed you. So I want to take, so this is going to cut an opening. So I want to take and just cut that. I'm going to just use a bit of Post-it note tape just to hold that die in place. I want it kind of equal distance from both sides and about, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch from the top. So let me just move that out of the way. Bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're just going to run this through. Now, for those of you who follow me know that I've been dealing with a broken wrist. It's better. It's feeling better. It's still not 100%, but I haven't got my brace on, and so this is going to be interesting today. There we go. Once I get it rolling, I'm fine. There we go. Okay. Now, when you pull this off, it cuts out, save that for later, or for another card. It cuts out this great kind of shape. See all these little lines? Isn't that pretty? Just, I love it. Now, you can actually take that if you wanted to and just take your paper snips, and if you cut just releasing these little circles, you will end up with this kind of looks like a rows of pearls that's separated from the card. But I'm going to leave it as it is for now. I've got a piece of the designer series paper. I'm using this pretty fresh Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink, and I'm going to attach that to the back of my card. So that's what you see. This could be a little bit smaller, but I'm just going to take, oops, yes, I do want that side. I'm going to just take some Stampin' Seal and put at the top and the bottom. So this is 4 inches by 4 inches. You could cut it probably 3 1/4 or 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. But I'm going to put this right edge to edge. And if I need to trim a little bit off, I can. But actually that's not showing. So you can see now that I've got this pretty designer series paper behind these great rows of pearls. That's what I'm going to call them. Okay, and then this can adhere right on to my card base. Such an easy card when you can cut out the images from the designer series paper using the dies. Oh gosh, I'm in love. All right, now I want my Flirty Flamingo. If you were Flirty Flamingo ink, where would you be? She says. I'm gonna have to grab, where's my Flirty Flamingo ink? Huh. All right, we'll grab it from my other side. Goodness, I don't know where my ink is gone. Oh well, I got it here. It's probably just tucked in the wrong spot. All right, there we go. So I'm going to take and stamp. I think I used the thank you. So I'm going to take, I probably should have done this before I put this on the card, but this works. So I'm just going to take and just stamp the thank you down in that corner. And okay, so then I've just cut one of these flowers using the die. Looks like it's embossed out of the designer series paper. I've cut one of the leaves, and I was just going to show you. I take this die. So you can just take the die and put it right on these, whether it's the flowers or the leaves, on the designer series paper, and then run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Let's use the little one this time, a smaller piece of paper. And so we'll just run this through. So it's a great way to use this paper. I mean, the paper's beautiful that you can use as a background as well, but it's a great way. So you're not much stamping even needed on these cards. Oops. All right, so where's my glue dots? So I'm going to take, I've got a couple of dimensionals on the back of this flower. So we're just going to take, actually, before we do that, I want to put some of this gold. This is the Simply Elegant trim, and I just love the combination of these colors and the gold. So I'm just going to take and wrap this around the palm of my hand, 3 times. Cut it off. And as you're pulling it off your hand, pinch it together. So you kind of got it like that. And then I'm going to just take some Stampin' Seal just to give it something to attach to, and just press it down so it's holding it for the most part in place. It's going to be held down by the dimensionals, which have managed to stick onto mine. So now we're going to just put this over top like that, which will hold the gold down. And then use glue dots. So I like to use glue dots. It makes it easy to just tuck these leaves underneath. So you can put, I've got one of the kind of 3-leaf ones and one of the 2-leaf ones, like that. All right, there we go. Now, the last thing I wanted to put on the front of my card, these are loose frosted dots, and they're so fun. They are not, they do not have adhesive. So that's the only thing you want to just watch is you'll need to add adhesive. Now I'm just going to take and put little dots of my liquid glue. And let's put just one there. And I'm going to use the pink ones. So I just take the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool and just pick up these dots. You might have to use your finger to get the dot off. There we go. And I'm using the bigger ones because I just like the look of the bigger ones. They come in 3 colors. There's the green and the yellow and this pink. And oops, we'll put that one there. Oops. Sometimes the putty wants to stick, so you can kind of move it around with your piercing end. They're just really fun. Okay, and now I've got a piece of the basic white that I've cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. And it's gone rogue. There we go. Okay, and I love splatters, so I'm just going to take these splatters. I'm going to stamp off because it seemed quite bright to me. So I'm just going to take and just stamp some splatters down in the bottom of my card, or on the bottom of this piece, and then we'll adhere this to the inside of the card. Like that. There we go. There we go. There is a really easy card featuring the Hello Irresistible and the Designer Series paper. Why not cut it out and just make use of what they've given us? No muss, no fuss, and not much stamping on that card. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just reach out. The written instructions and measurements are on my blog, and the link to my blog you'll be able to find underneath this video. So hopefully you'll head over there. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel so you get notified when I go live or when I post a video. Also, if you head over to my blog, you can sign up for my newsletter or follow me so that you'll get notified of upcoming events that I'm doing, or when I share a blog post. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Happy stamping. Bye.